So today I have a special guest. I have Brenda Lawson with Keller Williams Preferred Properties here with us, and the founding member of the National Aging in Place Council of Prince George's County.
That's correct.
And so, Brenda, you've been in business for 31 years doing real estate, right?
Yes.
And just recently, in the past year and a half or so, you've kind of taken on this mission of helping seniors age in place, right? Why don't you tell me a little bit about that organization and why you're so passionate about it?
Well, Ryan, once I became a senior a few years ago, I decided that there were quite a few things that I didn't know about kind of the resources and things that were available for seniors. And my father became ill in about 2018 or so and had a lot of challenges. And there were a lot of steps in the process that I had to take with him. And I thought to myself, okay, well, if I don't know what to do, how many other people that are like me don't know exactly what to do when these kinds of things happen? He had a lot of falls. He was in and out of the hospital, all kinds of challenges, had to go into an assisted living community. So that's what kind of piqued my interest in working more with the senior population.
So, Brenda, we work with a lot of seniors, and some of those seniors are veterans, right?
Correct.
And unfortunately, there's just so many of our service members, a lot of Vietnam vets, that just don't have the education on what's available to them, right? For example, my father, Vietnam vet, Purple Heart, Bronze Star, served his country, was hurt in Vietnam, and didn't know for 30 plus years that he had a VA loan benefit as it related to housing, okay? So I taught him that once I became a loan officer, that he could use his VA benefits, and we did. Bought a house using his VA. We've refinanced him multiple times using his VA interest rate reduction loan. And then he finally, after all these years, got his 100% disability. Right?
Yes.
So when a veteran is 100% disabled, they are exempt from their property taxes.
Correct.
And it's a very easy process. Once you have that exemption, we're actually now getting the exemption prior to ownership. So once they have a contract in hand, we submit to the state. Within days, they get a response, and then it takes 2 to 3 weeks to get the exemption to go through.
Okay.
So the title company gets that confirmation, and then we remove that from their escrow. There is no escrow, okay? So my dad was able to take advantage of that after 40 plus years, 50 plus years, before he got his 100% disability. And it was tremendous savings for him, right? So now he has exemption from property taxes and 100% VA disability check coming in, right? So what I see, and I'm sure you do as well as the realtor, is you see veterans, seniors in their homes that probably never used their VA, and they are scared to move, right? We have this conversation about our parents and grandparents unwilling to leave the house that no longer suits them. Well, if they've never used their VA loan, we know that they could go get 100% financing on their next home. And then once they sell their house, they can reduce the principal. And in some cases, do a principal curtailment or a recasting of the mortgage, which allows them to reset the 30-year mortgage based on the lower loan amount once they put the principal payment down. Okay. So I think there's just this lack of education out there. So a service member, a veteran, that's sitting on a ton of equity, they can use the equity booster. They can use let's just say they do have a VA loan right now, right? There's this misconception that you can't have 2 VA loans. Well, you certainly can.
Yes, you can.
Right? And in most cases, especially in our area in Maryland, the VA loan limit is very, very high when they calculate your entitlement amount. So you can probably get 100% financing on the next one, even if you already have it. But we have to do that calculation. I think the important thing to understand is having a plan in place, and that VA eligibility is such a massive resource for them. And it's just, they don't know it, right? In
and
most
we need
cases.
to talk about it more.
Yes.
More and more. A couple of months ago, we had a educational seminar through the NAIPC on veterans benefits. And we had the gentleman from the Prince George's County area Aging Association. He came out and talked about all the different benefits that are available for veterans. So again, we're trying to educate and arm them. People don't realize that every day 11,000 people turn 65 years of age.
Wow.
And we are living longer.
Yeah.
So this whole concept of aging and what we're discussing today is so important, because every day we all age, actually.
Yeah.
So, as time goes on, 11,000, I mean, when I heard that number,
That's
it
staggering.
was kind of staggering, yes.
Yeah.
11,000 people every day turn 65 years of age.
Yeah, and there's just such a lack of information. It's out there, but people don't know how to get it. They don't know what to ask for, right? So what would you recommend for a veteran or just a senior in general? What's the best way to get resources to understand what's available to them as seniors?
Well, they can, of course, check on the National Aging in Place Council website. I work also in the education portion of AARP to get a lot of that type of information. If the person is experiencing some type of memory issues, there's Dementia Friendly America. That's available. So there are lots of other resources, but they can start with me, because I always feel like I'm the hub of everything. So I have all the resources available for the senior to help them.
Which is great.
To
this is
find
a
what they
passion
want.
project of yours, right?
Absolutely.
I've seen you just dive full, head first into this in the last couple of years, and it's been great. It's been, and I appreciate you coming on here and talking about this, because it's important. I mean, we see it with our own parents, and I can only imagine. And we're in real estate, right? Like, I'm in mortgage banking, you're a realtor, so we have a lot of the information that our parents need, but a lot of people don't. Right. And so I think it's important for us to continue to talk about this, continue to push this information out there. Tell our veterans that there's resources for them. I'm so glad that NAIPC had a seminar for the vets. I think it's an important conversation. We need to continue it. So thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you.